For my wrongs, I have just begun. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking.
Red Entertainment, ho ho ho, my name is Akasan.
Hey everybody, this is DC San. What's up, Super Crew?
Ta-da! The world's finest is here, and finally,
And happy holidays.
yeah, giving the gifts back to the people, making dreams come true. We are finally about to watch, very highly anticipated, Transformers, what is it called?
The
Last Night.
Last Night?
The Last Night. This is the teaser. People have been non-stop on me about it.
I've actually not watched it because I was advised that we should watch together, which is good. And it
Isn't
took
that nice of me?
everything-
See, I'm always thinking about you guys, but yet.
Yeah, but it took everything for me not to watch it. 'Cause
Really?
I like Optimus Prime.
Also, see, and that was the main reason I didn't watch it, because I haven't been a fan of the series for quite
for a
some
while.
time. Since the second movie. I was so disappointed after the second movie.
For
But
me, it was the third with Constructicons and large balls. Like
I thought that was
Really?
the second.
that's third, isn't it?
The one with the pyramid.
That's
I
the
thought that's-
second. Yeah, that's
Right.
the part I didn't like.
Right. It was
But
just
I
goofy
didn't
after a while. yeah.
mind most of it, but the
Right. I just thought it lost
Some
its.
of it
I
just
thought it
lost
lost its seriousness, basically. And after like the thing with the balls and all that,
Yeah.
like it couldn't be. I couldn't be. You can't be serious on one direction and be super comedic on another, like slapstick comedy.
Right.
In a Michael Bay film. So that's the thing I never really liked about, like, I didn't like the direction, and I remember leaving that movie kind of disgusted, but at the same time seeing people in front of me, younger people in front of me, were just like, that was the fucking most awesome movie ever. I'm like, wow, really? And his friend even looked at it, I'm like, wow, really? But gradually I realized that it's very, very much like Zack Snyder. There's going to be a very diverse audience that will completely eat it up.
Because
versus
you like people that like the fart and the adolescent sex jokes. I mean, that's fine. It is what it is. To each his own. But sometimes it doesn't fit the story.
Right. I don't know. I just felt the first movie. I felt
accepted.
right. I felt the first movie had this more serious tone that I liked between Bumblebee and Sam and everything, and like I was like, oh, shit.
Where are the glasses?
Right. It really.
Those are my
I mean, there were
favorite
other
scenes.
parts that were kind of. I mean, yeah, there was goofy points where the police officer was like, "Are you sexy boy?" Da, da, da. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
like, but it was
are
still,
you ladies man 2-1?
something like that.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Anyways, let's see if. But you know, I will say Transformers. Is this 5 or 6?
I want to say 5.
Okay, the one with Mark Wahlberg.
Most recent one.
I
Before
thought that
this, yeah.
was done well
Better.
enough. I wasn't super into the movie, but I was like, okay, it's kind of like
I was okay up until the part where, they introduced Convoy, basically. So for those who don't know, on this side of the world, in Japan, Convoy is basically the evil version of Optimus Prime.
Oh.
And when he...
what the fuck? I don't even remember that.
That's why when you go into the stores, I'm looking up here because in my place it's sitting right here. There's a version of Optimus Prime. He's either black or like this really, really dark gray. And his name is Convoy. That is the evil version of Optimus Prime. Yeah.
I don't even remember that in the movie. What the
I'll show
hell?
you. Oh no, in the last installment, yeah, because it's one of the big battle scenes on the freeway. Well, not the freeway, but this long road.
Yes. I didn't. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Little pieces.
Right. He was like the swirly thing, and then reconstructed
Yeah, I
himself.
didn't like that.
That's what. Okay,
I understand it's interesting.
Got
but
it.
it's
Got
like,
it. I didn't really get that as the evil version of Optimus Prime.
That's
I
what
gathered that as more of a like human-made Megatron or something.
Well,
like
yeah,
that.
it was a human-made Megatron, but in the truck form, they actually
Convoy. Right. I get it. Okay, now I get that.
Callback to
I
the
get that. Okay.
Japanese original name.
All right, let's go ahead and see if they redeem themselves with a simple teaser. Here we go. Okay.
Is that right?
It has been said,
Is that Anthony Hopkins?
through the ages,
Sounds like it.
without sacrifice,
That's definitely him.
there can be no victory. two species at war. One flesh, one metal.
Looks quite jacked up.
Optimus Prime has left us.
And the last
He died.
Off. No, he flies off.
Oh.
100 billion trillion planets in the cosmos.
It is.
And he's in the movie, not just his
Nice.
voice in the trailer. Very nice.
Westworld.
Right?
You want to know, don't you? Why they keep coming here.
Is that supposed to be Cybertron?
I want to stay. And I want to fight them.
And now, two worlds colliding.
The operation is over.
We're not giving up, okay? Only one survives.
Oh my God.
Forgive me.
Okay. What? What? Like, what? You're shocked about what?
Oh, man,
Why is this
really?
crazy? Why is everybody freaking out over this? Like,
Optimus Prime
Yeah.
seeming somewhat evil,
Yeah.
basically putting a sword through Bumblebee. None of that seems off to you.
I mean, not
Or like a
off,
shock.
but no, because
Why?
because he was floating in space, right? So he was floating in space. We saw some sort of evil planet or something approaching,
Was it an evil plant?
or something.
Unicron.
Right. That's what I thought. It was the thing from the movie.
I was thinking it was Cybertron.
Well, Cybertron's gone, so blew up like
Yeah,
Krypton.
but they could
But
put- they put it-
I thought it was the
Oh.
thing in the movie, because
They
didn't
could
that
put it to-
didn't that happen in the original movie? Like my assumption is that from what I just gathered was he was floating in space. We saw some living planet come. I automatically assumed there was going to be Borg. They're going to Borg his ass, like
Right.
assimilate him, and he would essentially be similar to Galvatron in the movie. So Optimus is doing the Galvatron role basically. Like
Right.
he's kind of inside. The true Optimus is still there, but he's under
Stuck inside,
control.
but he's under control.
And
yeah.
that's what's so. But yeah,
But it
everybody
was still a shock.
was it
Not, well, not for you.
right?
But for those of us, it's like, all right, you're watching it, and you do forget about Unicron.
right.
You forget about it mainly because a long time ago they said they weren't going to use him.
Oh really?
So it's
I
like,
see,
okay,
yeah, I
that's
don't-
why I was thinking. But how many times did they say, "Oh, we're not going to do that"?
But not
But
even
then
that.
because of popular
Well,
demand, they do it.
for me, it was just a thing of like, okay, well, he's under somebody's control,
Yeah, I know, but it's still messed up that Bumblebee's about to bite it.
or
If he did, or
Yes.
he misses.
right.
Yeah.
That's my assumption. Like,
But
I
with
like.
the way the trailer is cut, they did
It's
a good
nice,
job,
yeah.
and just like, all right, I could see that. So it's kind of like, we're as humans we're at a loss again.
I see.
No one to defend us.
Oh,
Our leader is gone, being Optimus,
okay.
because he went off to look for Cybertron and other surviving Autobots.
Oh.
In the last movie,
I
it's
don't
like,
even remember,
okay,
yeah.
so now what? So then the question is like, why is he just floating in space? Did he
Right.
do battle with? Excuse me. Did he do battle with Unicron and lose?
Right, because
and that's why
my-
he's floating,
my
and
thing
then
was-
Unicron basically, like you said, assimilates his body
If
and
I
sends it back.
vaguely remember, Optimus was kind of checking himself in terms of his relationships with humans because he's
Yeah,
not.
'cause he
he's
doesn't
not
trust them
he
anymore.
doesn't trust humans, and so if I remember correctly, he went to space to try and find more of his people or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. So
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know,
basically what happened.
I kind of saw it by the numbers type of deal. So like for
Right.
me, but it's also because I'm not emotionally invested as much with Transformers. So
I think because I like Optimus.
right as a fan,
Optimus and Sideswipe are two characters.
does
I really
that
wanna see.
so does that invest like does that make you like
This
excited?
trailer, does it make me excited to
For
possibly
those
want to see the movie?
series?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm one of those people where I gotta know what happened.
Yeah.
Which is quite fortunate or unfortunate depending on the franchise. In this case, I'm hopeful because a lot of reviews so far have said that this one is one of the better installments of the franchise. So I'm hopeful. Like you mentioned when Walt Marber came on,
Yeah.
the chemistry changed a bit.
Yeah. But I think he works well, actually. For what I didn't like some of the rehashed points about him being a mechanic or some sort of.
No, I didn't like that.
And he has a
fixing
hot
Optimus
smoking daughter. Like
quite
I was
annoying,
like,
who's also an Avatar,
like I was like,
Airbender.
okay, yeah, whatever. But there were other points I thought he really helped out, reinvigorated the franchise. So.
So he's kind of like The Rock for the Transformers.
I suppose so. That's a good point, actually. That's the way The Rock is for G.I. Joe or something like that. Yeah.
The Rock basically helps out any franchise.
That's true. All right, Red Dragon Nation, stand up, speak up. Let us know, what do you think about the Transformers movie? Why were you excited about this trailer? Are you invested in this trailer? Are you invested in this franchise now? Has it changed anything about what you think? Let us know. We want to hear. Until next time. Yeah.
If there's any characters you're interested in that you hope are in this installment,
that's
or
a
wish
good
they
one.
bring back that were in the previous installment, please let me know over on my channel as well.
Was the China
Like-
ones? The China
last
was
one.
that's the other reason I didn't like the movie.
Because it's in China?
Not because it was in China, but just because it didn't need to be in China. There was like no point other than it was like
No, well, they had it based in China in the installment before that, but the big reasoning behind that was for licensing.
Right.
Because there was a big promise to do
Right.
a lot of the filming and things there, so they don't show anything in China.
right. No, I get it, but it
But
just it
story-wise didn't make any
it
sense.
just was just like, oh my god, it's like a completely different movie now, especially with all the Chinese cameos that were very obvious. Like I don't know who they are, but I'm sure Chinese people were like, oh my god, this is awesome. But for me, it was kind of like, okay, this is really an obvious cameo of how many famous stars are in it. It was like, it was too much for me. So, you know, it's fine. If they keep it grounded, if it's a good story, I don't care where it is. Like, you know,
as long as the story can support it.
Avengers worked fairly well for pandering to the Korean audience because they really made it workable in the story to
Right.
like have Ultron and all this other stuff going on in Seoul. So
They sold it.
you know. All right, guys, let us know. We're out. Peace.
All my friends are heathens, take it slow.